Welcome to Start Wellness 101. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. What is gaslighting? According to research, gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which the abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in their victim's mind. When a person practices gaslighting, they are seeking to gain power and control over the other person by distorting reality and forcing that person to question their own judgment, intuition, and truth. Gaslighting often takes place in abusive relationships and is closely associated with other types of emotional and physical abuse. Gaslighting is most common in romantic relationships, but it can regularly occur within families and workplace relationships. The term gaslighting actually comes from a 1938 play, Gaslight, where a husband manipulates his wife to make her think she's actually losing her sense of reality so he can commit her to a mental institution and steal her inheritance. Gaslighters use lies, false promises, and personal attacks to make those around them doubt themselves. For example, at home, your partner says, "We will go out Friday night." When Friday comes along, you all dressed up, and your partner angrily says, "I never say we are going out. You weren't paying attention." The most damaging gaslighting abuse symptoms takes place in a victim's mind and begin to wear away at their self-worth and trust in themselves. Some things a gaslighter would say: "Oh, come on, I never said that. You're just being overly sensitive. Why can't you take a joke? Why are you always so angry? Why can't you let go of the past? Stop exaggerating, it wasn't that bad. I don't actually think that is what you are feeling. You're too emotional. You can't take a joke. You're so thin-skinned. You always jump to the wrong conclusion. Stop taking everything I say so seriously. Can you hear yourself? I criticize you because I like you. You're the only person I have these problems with. You're reading too much into this. I'm not arguing, I'm discussing. I know what you're thinking. Stop getting so worked up. You have no right to feel that way. It's all in your head. I don't know why you're making such a big deal out of this." According to studies, a gaslighter might use the following techniques to manipulate you. 1. Withholding, meaning he or she refuses to listen or says they don't understand. 2. Countering, when the abuser questions the gaslightee's memory of an event. 3. Blocking, diverting, when the abuser changes the subject or questions the victim's thinking. 4. Trivializing, making the victim's needs or feelings seem unimportant. 5. Forgetting, denial, when the manipulator pretends to have forgotten what actually happened or denies something he or she had previously agreed to. Also, here are 10 mental health challenges a person may experience when they are gaslit by other people. 1. Making excuses for your partner's behavior to family or friends. 2. Constantly second-guessing yourself and thinking you are wrong. 3. Blaming yourself for the way the other people treat you. 4. Trying to convince yourself that the person's behavior isn't really that bad. 5. Walking on eggshells around the other person and believing that you are too sensitive. 6. Feeling lonely and trapped and being on edge and feeling threatened all the time. 7. Doubting your own memory and sanity, starting to believe what the gaslighter tells you about yourself, that you are insane. 8. Staying silent rather than speaking up about what you think or believe. 9. Thinking you can't do anything right and feeling disappointed in who you have become and often believe that you will not become your best. 10. Spending a lot of time apologizing for your actions, even when you know your actions were right. People can also self-gaslight themselves. Self-gaslighting commonly involves suppressing and invalidating your thoughts and emotions. According to studies, if you internalize your abuser abuse, you may begin to gaslight yourself. You may say things like, "Maybe it wasn't that bad. I didn't experience real trauma. I'm not good at anything. I can't complain because others have it worse. Everything is my fault. I'll never be successful. Maybe I'm crazy, or maybe it's all in my head. If I were a stronger or more spiritual person, I wouldn't feel this way. She didn't actually mean what I thought she meant. He didn't believe me because I'm not worth believing. I should be over this by now, instead of having it impact every aspect of my life." You can stop the self-sabotaging mindset. When you feel that you are self-sabotaging or self-gaslighting, simply ask yourself whether your assessment is really true. Then look for evidence for how you know whether it is true. If you cannot present any facts that can convince others or yourself that your assessment of yourself is true, then you have to let it go and realize that you are self-sabotaging yourself. Here are some other ways to counteract gaslighting symptoms. Share your feelings with others, which will allow others to validate your experience and support you to get away safely from the gaslighter. Do not argue with the gaslighter. A gaslighter will never think or say anything rational and will only use a discussion to ridicule and abuse you more. Learn to trust yourself and your instinct. It is important to keep on believing in yourself and remind yourself that you are not the reason the gaslighter is abusive. Change how you think about yourself, even if you have to journal it out. Speak to a professional. Sometimes it may be too challenging to verbalize the root of your gaslighting or even the thoughts that preoccupy your mind. In these cases, talking to a therapist can be beneficial to help you process and learn from these experiences. Thank you for watching.